Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Modi addresses an International Aryan Summit commemorating 200th birth anniversary of Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati and 150 years of Arya Samaj. Prime Minister Modi pays tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in Kevadia, Gujarat on National Unity Day. Day marks 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel, the Iron Man of India. India-US signed framework for US-India major defense partnership framework to provide a unified vision and policy direction to deepen defense cooperation over the next 10 years. Our top story, Prime Minister Modi participated in the International Aryan Summit 2025 in New Delhi. During the event, Prime Minister was gifted a replica of 4 Vedas, namely Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sam Ved and Atharva Ved. Prime Minister released a commemorative coin marking 200th birth anniversary of Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati and 150 years of Arya Samaj service to the society. Addressing the event, PM Modi remembered Swami Dayanand Saraswati's role in denouncing casteism, untouchability and discrimination.
स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती जी जानते थे कि अगर भारत को आगे बढ़ना है तो भारत को सिर्फ गुलामी की जंजीरें ही नहीं तोड़नी है। जिन जंजीरों ने हमारे समाज को जकड़ा हुआ था, उस जंजीरों को भी तोड़नी जरूरी थी। इसलिए स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती जी ने ऊंच नीच, छूताछूत और भेदभाव का खंडन किया। उन्होंने छुआछूत को जड़ मूल से उखाड़ फेंकने की आह्वान किया। उन्होंने अशिक्षा के खिलाफ अभियान छेड़ा। उन्होंने हमारे वेदों और शास्त्रों की गलत व्याख्या और मिलावट करने वालों को ललकारा। उन्होंने विदेशी नैरेटिव्स को भी चुनौती दी और शास्त्रार्थ की पुरानी परंपरा से सत्य को सिद्ध किया।
India celebrates 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister of the country. The day is celebrated as National Unity Day. President Draupadi Murmu offered floral tributes at the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in New Delhi. The President, in a social media post, described Sardar Patel as a great patriot, visionary leader and nation builder who accomplished the historic task of unifying the nation through his unwavering resolve, indomitable courage and adept leadership. She said that Sardar Patel's dedication and spirit of national service continues to inspire all Indians. Home Minister Amit Shah, Lieutenant Governor of Delhi V.K. Saxena and Delhi CM Rekha Gupta along with other dignitaries also paid floral tributes to Sardar Patel at his statue. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebrations in Gujarat's Ekta Nagar, marking 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. PM Modi offered floral tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel at a statue known as Statue of Unity. He also administered the Ekta Divas pledge to participants at the Statue of Unity. Through this pledge, participants reaffirmed their commitment to preserving the unity, integrity and security of the nation. The pledge also emphasized the importance of spreading this message among fellow countrymen.
और सुरक्षा को
In his address, Prime Minister Modi said that the government has dealt a decisive and powerful blow to Naxalism and Maoist terrorism since 2014 and we will wipe out the menace, he said.
2014 के बाद हमारी सरकार ने नक्सलवाद, माओवादी आतंक पर प्रचंड प्रहार किया। हमने शहरों में बैठे अर्बन नक्सलियों के समर्थकों, अर्बन नक्सलियों को भी किनारे लगाया। हमने वैचारिक लड़ाई भी जीती और नक्सलियों के गढ़ में जाकर उनसे मोर्चा लिया। इसका परिणाम आज देश के सामने है। 2014 के पहले देश के करीब 125 जिले माओवादी आतंक की चपेट में थे। आज ये संख्या केवल 11 बची है और उसमें भी सिर्फ 3 जिलों में ही नक्सलवाद अभी भी कुछ गंभीर रूप से हावी है। और आज मैं सरदार पटेल के सानिध्य में एकता नगर की इस धरती से पूरे देश को भरोसा दिलाता हूं, जब तक देश नक्सलवाद, माओवाद, उस आतंक से पूरी तरह मुक्त नहीं हो जाता, हम रुकने वाले नहीं हैं।
Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh addressed the second edition of ASEAN India Defence Ministers' informal meeting in Kuala Lumpur on Friday. During his opening remarks, the Defence Minister highlighted the wide array of domains of India-ASEAN cooperation and the role this partnership plays in addressing both traditional and emerging security challenges in the region.
हमारी पार्टनरशिप मजबूत पीपल टू पीपल लिंकेजेस, कल्चरल एफिनिटी और पॉलिटिकल, सिक्योरिटी, इकोनॉमिक और सोशियो कल्चरल डोमेन्स में बढ़ते व्यवहारिक सहयोग पर आधारित है। इंडिया का आसियान के साथ इंगेजमेंट मल्टीलैटरलिज्म, इंक्लूसिविटी, इक्वालिटी और सॉवरेनिटी के रेस्पेक्ट पर आधारित है। डिफेंस और सिक्योरिटी कोऑपरेशन, डिप्लोमेटिक और इकोनॉमिक इनिशिएटिव्स को कॉम्प्लीमेंट करता है। इससे एक होलिस्टिक पार्टनरशिप बनती है जो ट्रेडिशनल और इमर्जिंग सिक्योरिटी चैलेंजेस दोनों को एड्रेस करती है।
Reiterating the declaration of year 2026 as ASEAN-India Year of Cooperation, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh extended India's viewpoint on freedom of navigation and compliance to the international law in South China Sea.
रीजनल सिक्योरिटी ढांचे में इंडिया की भूमिका एडीएमएम+ और अन्य आसियान लेड मैकेनिज्म्स में सक्रिय भागीदारी पर आधारित है। भारत डिजास्टर रिलीफ, काउंटर टेररिज्म और मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी में योगदान देता है और साउथ चाइना सी में फ्रीडम ऑफ नेविगेशन तथा इंटरनेशनल लॉ के पालन का समर्थन करता है। मैरीटाइम सेक्टर में हमारे सहयोग को और गहरा करने के लिए आसियान और इंडिया ने वर्ष 2026 को आसियान इंडिया ईयर ऑफ मैरीटाइम कोऑपरेशन घोषित करने पर सहमति व्यक्त की है।
India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth on Friday signed an agreement on the framework for the US-India Major Defence Partnership in Kuala Lumpur. The 2025 framework marks a new chapter to further transform the partnership over the next 10 years. It is intended to provide a unified vision and policy direction to deepen defence cooperation. The agreements were signed during the talks between the two leaders on the sidelines of regional ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting in Kuala Lumpur. The defense minister said the agreement will usher in a new era in already strong India-US defense partnership. He added that the defense framework will provide policy direction to the entire spectrum of India-US defense relationship.
3 बार टेलीफोनिक वार्ता हमारी हो चुकी है और जब आपसे एडीएम के गाइडलाइंस पर व्यक्तिगत रूप से मिलकर मुझे बेहद खुशी हुई है और इस अवसर पर डिफेंस फ्रेमवर्क की शाइनिंग मैं समझता हूँ कि उसके परिणाम स्वरूप आज एक नए अध्याय का प्रारंभ होगा। इन शब्दों के साथ मैं पुनः आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ और मेरा पूरा विश्वास है कि आपकी लीडरशिप में भारत और यूएस के रिश्ते और अधिक मजबूत होंगे।
All right, still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Dutch centrist D66 party confirmed as election winner. And Delhi bans entry of non-Delhi BS3 goods vehicles from November 1st. Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. External Affairs Minister Dr. Ajay Shankar attended the UK National Day celebrations in New Delhi. Speaking at the event, Minister lauded India-UK ties.
I think over the years, our ties have evolved from a complicated historical association to a dynamic and forward-looking partnership. This past year has truly been an exceptional year for our modern relationship.
Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani Hospital in Nawa Raipur has entered the Guinness Book of World Records for largest gathering of cardiac surgery patients treated under one roof. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will visit Chhattisgarh on November 1st, will interact with 2,500 children successfully treated for congenital heart diseases during the gift of life ceremony at Sri Satya Sai Sanjeevani Hospital, Nawa Raipur, Atal Nagar. Director Ragini Pandey speaks with DD India. Take a listen.
I have with me the director of Satya Sai Sanjeevani Center for Child Heart Care, Dr. Ragini Pandey. Ma'am, a world record is made today. Exceptional it is. Tell us about that.
Thank you. I'm exceptionally delighted because this is a very unique world record because first of all it is made by children who have all been operated for congenital heart disease. So they have been here and we have crossed a figure of more than 2,100 actually gathering under one roof. So not only me, for a surgeon just to see the child thriving is a delight in itself, but to see so many, it brought tears to my eyes, to be honest with you. And it is also delightful for the child because congenital heart disease comes with a stigma.
Tell us about the doctors there and the care with which you treat those little children.
So we have a very small team, sir. We have got 4 hospitals, of which Raipur is the first hospital. We have got 20 odd doctors and most of us are sort of multitasking. Most of us are devotees of Baba and are service oriented. So we follow the tenets of our Swami Baba, and one of the things was we have to provide access to care to those who are unserved. So the main motto is first of all love all, serve all, and second thing is to serve the unserved, sir.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be interacting with these little children. So how are you feeling about that? You know, a vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with which he's, you know, that shows his commitment towards children and also the healthcare sector.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi coming and interacting with the children is a big deal for us. It shows his commitment to healthcare in this sector, and it also sort of shows that congenital heart disease, which is neglected most of the time, because if you start from WHO, everybody looks at diseases which are infectious disease is a priority, cancer is a priority, trauma is a priority. Congenital heart disease, it does not even figure in anybody's list.
She said that she's really excited as Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be coming here and will be interacting with the students, and also as far as the Guinness World Record is concerned, that it's historic in itself. With camera person Manmohan, this is Siddharth Bhardwaj reporting for TT India in Nawa Raipur.
And the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change spearheaded the government's Swachhta 5.0 initiative in collaboration with the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav held meetings and reviewed the implementation of special campaign. Over 41,73,000 rupees of revenue were generated, along with freeing up of 28,074 square feet space due to disposal of scrap, including e-waste. The drive aims to ensure cleaner government offices and faster disposal of pending matters. At the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, special emphasis is being laid on e-waste disposal, curbing plastic pollution and organizing extensive cleanliness drives.
हम लोगों ने, अधिकारियों ने, सभी ने मिलकर एक टीम के रूप में इस अभियान को अंजाम दिया है और इस अभियान में माननीय मंत्री महोदय के मार्गदर्शन में हमने दो नए डायमेंशंस जोड़े, ई वेस्ट का डिस्पोजल और साथ में प्लास्टिक का रिडक्शन कैसे किया जाए ऑफिस स्पेस में। और यह रिक्वेस्ट हमने डीआरपीजी को भी दिया था, उन्होंने भी इस दो पहलुओं को पूरे अन्य मंत्रालय और उनके जो अटैच्ड ऑफिसेज है उसमें भी इसको लागू। केवल वर्क प्लेस में सुधार आता है, बल्कि एक सकारात्मक ऊर्जा का संचार होता है।
In India's national capital, there will be a ban on entry of all non-4 compliant commercial vehicle to enter the capital. Now, Dutch centrist party D66 won the most votes in Wednesday's general election, putting its 38-year-old leader Rob Jetten on course to become the youngest ever Prime Minister in the Netherlands. With around 18% of the votes, the party will need at least 3 coalition partners to reach a simple majority in 150-seat lower house of parliament. The pro-EU liberal D66 tripled its seat count with an upbeat campaign and a surge in advertising spending. Now, Iraqis are preparing for another election on November 11, but many are deeply skeptical, fearing the vote will bring little change. The public views the pro-reform campaign banners as empty gestures from elites who have failed to improve the country since 2003 US-led invasion, with years of corruption, high unemployment and inadequate public services continuing to plague daily life. Over 7,700 candidates, including 2,248 women, are competing, but public trust is low. Now, Britain's King Charles III has stripped his brother Prince Andrew of his remaining titles and evicted him from his royal residence after weeks of pressure to act over his relationship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Buckingham Palace said on Thursday the king initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. After the king's rare move, Andrew will be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and not as a prince, and he will move from his Royal Lodge residence into private accommodation. It is almost unprecedented for a British prince or princess to be stripped of that title. It last happened in 1919 when Prince Ernest Augustus, who was a UK royal and also a Prince of Hanover, had his British title removed for siding with Germany during World War I. And death toll from Hurricane Melissa has climbed to nearly 50. The hurricane has already devastated several Caribbean islands and is now threatening Bermuda. The ferocious storm is expected to become an extra-tropical cyclone later in the day, reaching the northeastern United States and eastern Canada. With sustained winds reaching 155 km per hour, tropical storm conditions were reported in Bermuda late Thursday as the island remained under a hurricane warning. Let's now take a look at other stories making news around the world. Hindi Literature Festival is organized in Kathmandu by the Embassy of India in Nepal to discuss the literary work of popular Hindi scholars. Scholars presented their views and children from various schools recited the works of great Hindi literateurs. In the small town of Doxe in central Mexico's Hidalgo state, the Perez Falcno family defied local tradition where farming has long been dominated by men to preserve Mexico's native marigold. Genoveva and her daughter Erica cultivate the original Campasuchi seed rather than the imported higher yield varieties. Salvadoran fishermen have abandoned their boats on the shores of Lake Suchitlan. They could no longer fish or take tourists around one of El Salvador's largest lake because it is overrun with water lettuce. Thousands of families that live around the lake have lost their livelihoods because of the invasive species spread. And thousands of people attend the Taza Ung Daing Festival in Myanmar Shan State, where fireworks, paper lanterns and hot air balloons light up the night sky at the annual celebration marking the end of the rainy season. In northern Kenya, where drought has decimated the cattle herds of Samburu pastoral communities, camel farming is becoming increasingly common. These long-necked mammals, capable of feeding on dry grasses and doing more than a week without drinking, can produce up to 6 times more milk than the native livestock. And today, world is celebrating Halloween. The name Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve, or the day before All Saints' Day. It is a festival of costumes, candies, spooky tales and ghostly decorations enjoyed across many parts of the world.
Tonight the air is filled with thrills, chills and a hint of mischief. Halloween is here. The one night when ghosts, witches and ghouls come out to play, and children and adults alike embrace spooky fun. From carved pumpkins glowing eerily on doorsteps to haunted houses and costume parties, Halloween is all about celebrating creativity and a little fright-filled fun. Trick-or-treaters roam the streets in a perfect mix of excitement and suspense. Halloween's origins date back more than 2,000 years to the Celtic festival of Samhain, a harvest celebration that coincided with the beginning of the new year. People believed that on this night, the spirits of the dead roamed the earth. Hence, they wore masks and other disguises to avoid being recognized by ghosts believed to be present. Those mystical rituals help give modern Halloween its cast of classic characters, the witches, the ghosts, the goblins, and other things that go bump in the night, and the now light-hearted practice of dressing up. And it's not just for kids. Adults are joining in too, with themed parties, horror movie marathons, and creative decor that turns neighborhoods into miniature haunted worlds. But amidst the fun, safety is key. Whether it is keeping an eye on little trick-or-treaters, lighting the way safely, or choosing safe costumes, Halloween is about fun, fright, and memories that linger long after the night ends. Tripti Tripachi's report for DD India.
Well, that's all we have in this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.